So the first thing we have to do here is looking at this is part of the concept of standard notation. So we took 3.2 divided by 2.1 comes to 1.52 to two decimal places. And then over here, this becomes a plus because it's minus minus. So minus 3 plus 1 becomes 10 to the negative 2. Now we're dividing it by 1.4 times 10 to the 4. So we could write it like that, or we could tip in times this. So we could technically put that like that. Put 1.4 times 10 to the 4 at the bottom. All right, so we grab it from the top, 1.52 over 1.4, just like we did in the first step first. So that becomes 0.38. And then minus 2 minus 4 becomes minus 6. And that becomes 3.8 times 10 to the, now we've got to change this. Will this be negative 5 or will it be negative 7 is the question. If we move the decimal one space to the right. Because standard notation means that we have to have always numbers with a decimal. So one number and then a decimal and then the rest of the numbers coming after that. So from here, I can see that if I multiply this by 10 to the power of, if I multiply this by 10, right, I will end up there. So I have to divide this by 10 because why would I want to divide and multiply by 10 at the same time? Because then ideally I'm actually just multiplying by 1. So what we want to do here, so we multiply this by 10, so we divide this by 10. And if we divide this by 10, it'll be minus 7. So not minus 5, but minus 7. So therefore, final answer here will be 3.8 times 10 to the power minus 7 from there. Okay. Now you try this question. Let's suppose you got 2.43 and you are multiplying it by 10 to the power of negative 7 over 3.22 times 10 to the power of negative 2. And you want to divide it by 1.44 times 10 to the, let's say, 5 for this question. So you try this one and let me know when you're done.